All right, Kofi, you just finished up here at Ohio State camp. How do you feel like you performed today?
I felt like today I was one of the top performers along with another PPI recruit guy, Justin. There was a few things I could work on, but obviously that's the game. The game isn't perfect. There's always going to be ups and downs. I'm just looking forward to getting to know the coaches and see how everything goes. I'll say my biggest thing today that I needed to work on was my pursuit angles overall. My movement as well. I'm moving up 220 with elite speed right now. I ran a 4.7 today, so I'm quite happy with that. As I said, there's some things that I need to work on, my pursuit angles, and just, yeah, when I was speaking to the coaches just now, getting an evaluation from standpoint from everything, they were saying my contact on routes is good, my speed is good. It was just that one thing that let me down another, my pursuit angle. So in the long run, we'll see how everything goes and everything plans out.
Being out there alongside Justin, how do you guys push each other?
We're two elite linebackers. Obviously, I'm a bit bigger than him. He's 204, so he might have that edge of speed. But yeah, because we know each other very well. We're from the same organisation, PPI Recruits. Brandon Colley has done a fantastic job in finding elite talent outside of America to allow us to come over and pursue that dream of playing in Big Ten stadiums like this in one of the most prestigious universities. He done a fantastic job today. He's a year younger than me, so hopefully he can secure that offer. I understand the situation we're at right now is that Ohio State has changed the defensive front, so now they're running a 4-2 instead of a 4-3 defense. Now they're going to be using a hangover safety in coverage more, so that limits the number of linebackers they'll be taking. So that's the situation we're at. But me and Justin, we thrived off each other's energy. We saw how each other worked, pushed ourselves to the limit, picked each other up when we were down. So I'm just excited to see where the road takes Justin and everything. So yeah.
Anything you feel like you learned today that made you a better football player?
I would say my footwork, keeping a stronger base. In Europe, we don't really get coached on a small, specific technique. So to be able to work with a defensive mastermind such as Coach knows is absolutely a privilege for me. So I was quite excited about that. Just some simple stuff like what I've realized since I've been over here, you don't need to complicate everything and overcomplicate everything with complicated drills. The simpler the better, the harder we work and everything. It's just how we execute the drills, the simple drills to make us better, just our footwork and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing how everything goes.
I know you've camped at a bunch of different places so far, but how many have you done so far?
I've done over 6. So my first camp was Mercer. That's where I picked up my third offer from Austin P and New Mexico State. Then I went to TCU, picked up Colorado from there. Then Kennesaw State. I had Mercer. Not Mercer, sorry. I picked up Ole Miss, another SEC program playing the hardest conference in the world. So to be recognised as a talent by some of these coaches and prestigious programs that they are, it's quite a privilege as a European because we always come down and everyone's just saying, this guy's a 4-star, because I got ranked like 4-star by ESPN, and then some guys are just saying, this guy ain't a 4-star, he can't move well. So when I go out there and pick up these big roles, they all come up to me and say congratulations. So I'm just know I'm coming out here to do my thing. I'm not here to make anyone happy. I mean, the game ain't based on sympathy, Gabo, so it is what it is at the end of the day.
How validating is that when a Michigan State offers you and Ole Miss offers you?
I always believed in myself from a young age. Obviously I've had my adversities in life. Everyone's had their own issues. But me, I always hold myself up to a high standard. I thrive with competition. I want to be the best. So stepping foot in America, my first camp and getting offered by Michigan State was absolutely unbelievable. I just know that I'm the real deal. I've proven it time and time again now. Now that I've got an offer from pretty much all the Power 5 conferences via the ACC, is quite amazing. So West Virginia offered me when I camped there, so I'm just looking forward to see where the road goes.
How many total offers do you have now?
I came over here with 2 and I picked up 6 along the way, so I'm saying America treated me very well, so I can't complain.
How many more camps are you going to still?
Can't say this. The school up north. We're going up there tomorrow. Coaches said they want to come see me work out and stuff. So it's gonna be quite challenging. But as I said, I thrive with competition. I thrive with challenges. So I'm gonna see how everything plays out tomorrow. and then we have the Kent State Mega Camp, and then I'm thinking to go over to Colorado for an unofficial visit, just to build a better relationship with the coach and find out more about everything.
How do you keep yourself fresh and performing at your best every day when you're going from one to another?
I make sure as soon as I reach the hotel, I take an ice bath. I'm in there for 15 minutes. I get out, I let myself heat up again. I take a nice hot bath just to get the blood circulating again. Then make sure a foam roll, a stretch, stay hydrated. The first time I came out here in Mercer on the 1st of June, I made a big mistake not hydrating. I nearly had a heat stroke, but since then I learned my lesson and I understand that, yeah, hydration is serious. I make sure I eat a lot now. I need to maintain a certain weight. My weight's fluctuated quite a bit, but I've made sure to eat well, hydrate well, stretch, and just recover. So yeah.
Do you have like a timeline for once you're done with these camps, when you want to start kind of narrowing down your recruitment, making a decision?
Not really. I haven't really thought that. As an international, it's quite hard because you never know when a school can come through and say,
right,
all right, we're going to offer this kid, we like, we want you to come on the spot, blah, blah, blah. So right now, I would say mid-October is when I want to make like a final decision between the top 2, top 3. But I'm not really into the top 3, top 5 stuff. I just want to just get the job done. If the place is right for me, the place is right. I've worked hard to be over here. My story is a bit different to everyone else. I used to travel to the NFL Academy, hour and a half, 2 hours each morning. I have to wake up at 4, get there for gym, weight room, blah, blah. Then I got classroom, then I got lunch, then I have film study, then I have practice. And then to fund this trip, I have to work like 40 hours a week, so it's quite hard on me. So
wow.
I'm not really fussed about all the fancy stuff. I just want a place to go to, a place that needs me and wants me. So yeah, that's my decision, mid-October. But I still got the All-American game to look forward to. Found out I'm All-American game, so yeah.
How do you balance going to school, training to be a D1 football player, and working 40 hours a week?
I don't really have a choice. Like once I set myself up, I knew what I signed myself up for. I got to work harder than everyone else. Out here, Americans have it all. They think I'm just going to be a pushover. No, I know about adversity. I know about struggles. I built myself to the standards where I don't really care about what anyone else says. I just do what I need to do. So the 2-hour journeys to school, and then I got to work for another 6 hours after. It don't really faze me. Yes, it's tired on my body and mentally. And there's times where I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? But come over here and it's paid off now, so I can't really complain. And I got a shout out to the NFL Academy, Coach Russell Hewitt for pushing me to my limits. Coach Brandon Collier for taking me under his wing, getting me out here with the exposure. We've seen what he's done with Hero Canoe, Gillian, who's now at Vanderbilt, Seydou Traore from the NFL Academy, who's at Arkansas State. So he knows what he's doing. So I ain't really fussed about the balance of everything. I just gotta do it. I gotta suck it up and move on.
How much do you think that will help you when you do get to college, that you already know how to balance so much at once?
Because I already set myself up for that standard, so it's going to be a pretty simple transition. Obviously, there's going to be that feeling of being away from home for a long period of time. That's going to affect me quite a bit. But I'm not really fazed by anything. I'm just here to do my job, work hard. For a school to invest £250,000 on me, or dollars, sorry, on the little currency difference. For them to invest so much on me, it shows that I'm worth it, you know what I mean? So I've got to prove to them that it is worth the investment. Obviously, I'm quite big-minded, I ain't small-minded, so I'm looking to chase a gold jacket, get myself in that Hall of Fame, you know what I mean? I've got a few guys out here with me with the same mindset, so I can't complain about it.
You mentioned Hero. How inspiring is it to see him and see what he's done, and to now see him here at Ohio State?
For him to come out here and play with one of the top programs in the world is absolutely amazing. We've seen how hard he's worked. He's a younger guy than me, so it's kind of like, rah, this younger guy is really playing Division I football before me. I just liked his work ethic and the type of person he is. He's a real guy. He's a genuine guy. Like today, I was out here on the field. Saying, "Come on, Kofi, get up, coach. I'm watching you. You need to drink water. He went over and got the water to us, jogged over, saying this is what you need to do, because obviously he's on the defensive side of the ball as well, so he knows about hand placements on the blocks and everything. So I just taken a leaf out of his books and moved on. He's very inspiring young man. I've got to give it to him. Seeing his success, I kind of like want to mirror it and set another passage for the future generations in European and international football. So,
You mentioned he's younger than you. How old are you?
I'm 19 years old. The grading system in America and in the UK is a bit different to how it is. We get extra years, so right now I'm senior. So.
Do you think, maybe being a year or two older than guys in your class, does that give you a little bit more maturity maybe as you get ready?
100%. When you come over here and you look at some of the Americans, not downplaying any of them, but some of them, they're very ignorant and cocky. They don't like listening to instructions. But as a European, you gotta have that standard of being better than everyone else. Thank you, man. You're seeing, as I said with Hero, that the way he's come over here, he's mature for his age. We have another guy that was on the tour, Taylor-Barrocks, 14 years old. He's more mature than some of the guys on the tour with us right now. You also have to have that sense of urgency in everything you do. Some guys will just be walking around. So as an older guy, everyone's looking around at me for an example, to set an example. So I'm saying, come on guys, let's get up, let's jog to the ball, get to coach, do this, do that. So yeah.
How did you get involved with American football?
That question. So I always wanted to go to the gym in my secondary school, but the coach was a rower. So I originally started off rowing, and then we were on the indoor machines, and he was like, you gotta row 2,000 meters before you can do anything else in the gym. So I was like, we bang out this quick 2,000 meters, and then I just started to see myself develop and grow, and then I was like, this ain't really for me. I need to look for something more challenging, something that's gonna fit my body type and build my speed. So one of my friends introduced me to American football, and he was like, Kofi, you're really good, you're growing, you're getting faster, everyone knows you're the biggest of the year, strongest of the year. So just come down and see what happens. I originated from Kent Exiles. It set me up nicely, helped me develop, and then went into the NFL Academy July 2019. When I got into the NFL Academy, it was actually 6'1", 180, and then I was just like, work hard. So in the space of 2 years, I put on about 40 pounds. We were grown 2 inches, running 4'6". So it's treated me nicely. I can't really complain.
Not many people travel as much as you do, play as much as you do, or work as much as you do. So I'm curious, why? What's your why in a sense? Like,
what's my why?
Do you do it for your family, or do you what keeps you going?
What keeps me going? So when I was younger, I was at age 2. I was born in Bristol. My mother and father decided to take me on a 2-week holiday to Jamaica. When I got over there, I think they got an altercation, and I don't really understand the logistics of everything and how everything went down. So they left me over there. I ended up staying with my auntie. I haven't spoken to my mum since then, my biological mother. My father was over there, and then so I lived with my auntie for 5 years when I was out there, and then my father got deported from the UK. I was like, I can't really follow his footsteps and get deported from my place of birth. So I was like, cool, let me fix up. This is the age of 7, and then my auntie came, who I live with now. She came over, took me to England, and then she took me to England for a better opportunity, a better understanding of everything. Because where I grew up in Jamaica was like rough parts of Jamaica. I've seen family members get gunned down. I've seen guns being shot. So I was like, the same for me. That's kind of like my why. At the age of 13, my father passed, and that's where I kind of like started becoming naughty. I was always doing well in school. I was getting A's and everything, and then it just went downhill from there. So now I've got no parents. I ain't really got no father figure in the house. So I had to step up and be the father figure for my little sister, who I live with now.
What's her name?
Abigail. Not my sister, but she's like my cousin. So I live with her, so I call her my sister. Just like I live with my aunt, I call her my mum. So yeah, that's kind of like my why. When I was 13, as I said, my father passed away. I kind of went downhill, and then I used to get in trouble a lot. I was just like, this ain't for me, man. Just saying, I need to do something better in my life. I need to be better. And then, as I said, I found rowing. I was a London champion, 8th in the nation rowing. So I was just like, I'm athletically gifted. So let me just pursue a career in athletics. Then American football came around. This is my why. Like, my why is on the football field, you got your family, you know what I mean? That love. video played with Coach Day, he was like, "You gotta love your brothers, you gotta love your family, you gotta love everyone in this team. That should drive you." So that's what kind of drives me. Just gotta stand up, be the father figure in the house for my little sister. Work it, so I gotta support my mum as well. I don't want to see her struggle. You know what I mean? So to get this opportunity now, playing in one of the most prestigious universities in the world, that's kind of like what I'm aiming for. So yeah, that's my why.